A hair transplant.
What is this about, mate?
Oh,
what is this about?
He's so
Do you know
gimpy.
what? I'd hope to avoid this, I'd hope to avoid this. Because I'm like, the whole hat stealing...
Stop. Mate, why is he dressed like that? He's 51-year-old or something.
He does dress really bad. He dresses like a
He doesn't
fucking,
dress like a billionaire.
No, dresses like he's going to go out fucking skateboarding or something, I don't know what's wrong
With Paul
with him.
Craig next week.
I don't know what... Mate, fuck, at least Paul goes out well dressed to do it. Like this, I've got your fucking hat and chasing after him and... Is this what we're doing? Is this what we're doing?
They're talking about that fight genuinely not even going to happen.
No, it's no. It's just nonsense, I don't know. What are you meant to say? What are you meant to say?
I hate the pair of them, man.
It's just...
Get your bread and just get it. That's the way I see it.
Is Floyd no made enough?
Oh, apparently he's always bankrupt, but then he's saying he's a millionaire now. A billionaire, sorry.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. What's he buy all the time? Fucking Bugattis.
And
Likes
houses and Rolexes and women.
Likes a Bugatti, Who doesn't he?
I don't.
Mine's is alright.
Can't even drive. I want the wee pinking that you've got.
Child's car.
I'd fit it. Right, talking about boxing, mate, we need to go on with it, the Canelo Saunders fight.
What do you want to say about it?
I hate boxing so much.
Billy Joe's a quitter. Is that what you're saying?
I didn't say it, you just said it.
I know. So. Billy Joe Saunders is not a fucking
he's
quitter.
He's all right to like not fight.
The bottom line is a broken orbital bone. That's it.
Yep.
Your face is fucked. What? And I think he was down on all the scorecards anyway. I know people were like, oh, he was coming on and I think he'd have gone on and win. No way a broken orbital bone,
One hit to that and all, mate. It's
your
done.
orbital bone is like the structure of your face.
Yeah.
Boxing kind of needs to drop this fucking undefeated fighter thing, If somebody breaks their orbital bone, sit them on the stool between the fucking rounds and just go, do you know what? Know the day, buddy. That's it, Like, that's it. There's
it's only a loss, isn't it?
And this is the thing, like, boxing seems to be upset. I seen a headline that said, quits on his stool. And I was like...
No, he didn't. They just say they can't see.
I understand the rhetoric of what you're saying. Like, yes, in between rounds, they did decide to call off the fight. So back in the fucking 1930s, you'd have called that quitting on your stool. I just didn't understand. And the people... I scrolled on a few profiles today. People slagging Billy Joe Saunders off. Like, oh, he's fucking shite bag. Only broke his orbital bone. Only broke his orbital bone. And I'm like, the guy writing these comments is 40 fucking stone.
Yep.
His profile picture's a can of beer in one hand and a fucking slice of pizza in the other. Like,
Is that not your diet?
Mate, just a bit.
But you're shredded.
No, the beers. I'm kind of trying to stay off the beers. And I just see these people and I'm like, you're a fucking helmet, Like, you couldn't tell me when you last went for a jog. Never mind put this level of fucking... Like, when did you last put this level of effort into anything? Like, take fighting out of it. When did you last put the level of effort Billy Joe Saunders has put into this fight into any aspect of your life?
When did you even spend like an hour trying to work on something that you love?
Anything. Something you actually like. When did you last fucking play with your kids for that long? That consistently? You fucking didn't, because you're a fat piece of shit who just goes on fucking social media and slags off people who you could only ever hope to be,
It's like the meme into the big fat guy with the Cheetos and Mountain Dew.
I'd have fucking...
the fucking Spartan.
I'd have used my jab more and knocked him out. It's bullshit, mate. And what's happening again, I said it last week, like, this YouTube phenomena entering boxing has made people think this is easy. And they're watching it and going, I could do that.
Yeah.
I could jump off the couch and do that. You could not fucking do that. I didn't know what it's going to take to stop this nonsense, Like, so what do we say? Right, Billy Joe Saunders goes, do you know what? My orbital is fucked. I can't see. I'm going to keep it to myself, right? And I'm going to crack on. Which wouldn't shock me if he did. I wouldn't be surprised if he did that. I think a smarter decision has been taken by him saying, know the day. Know the day, mate. There's no fucking shame.
You would never sacrifice your eyesight for that.
Mate, like, that's the truth, Like, how bad do we let this get? So we go, Billy Joe Saunders wouldn't he fucking give up, but he's blind in one eye now.
Aye.
What a fucking guy! What a guy!
Or you never know, mate. It could potentially as well just blind the pair. Like it just could.
How do we know he's not blind now?
And then what? He never gets to physically see his kids. He only hold them.
Anything like that. Never gets to fight again. Never gets to earn income again. Never gets to. I just
selling his Versace fucking dressing gown on Depot.
Mate, it sounds like a fucking smart move to me. Orbital bone's fucked. We're out here.
Yep.
That's it. We're done then. Like that seems very just cut and dry to me. Eh?
Yeah.
Orbital. What's wrong? Can he suit the eye? What do you think it is? Could be the orbital bone. Aye, fucking. Let's call it. There's nothing else to see here.
I
eh?
like seeing how like YouTube boxing. Like me and Kyle were talking about it when it was like the first but Joe Weller KSI. And we were talking about how I enjoyed if they kept it into like a YouTube rank where it is super amateur and none of this bullshit of try to branch out and actually fight proper fighters. Like keep it into that community because there is a place for it and it brings more eyes.
There's
to
clearly
the
a place for it, aye, because people are watching it.
It's when they branch out and they start going, oh, I can beat this guy, like Floyd Mayweather, I'm doing all this and that, and they disrespect the sport so much, and then it drags boxing even further down. And it just fucks everything.
And how many times a year do you get these sort of marquee fights in boxing? Like what was the last one? So we got Canelo, Billy Joe Saunders. Like I would say, I'm not a big enough boxing fan to comment on it, right? But I would say that was probably considered a fairly big fight.
But what I know what's funny about it, they actually had to have Tyson Fury like doing all the media for it.
But that's easy to do. Like I
did,
get that. Of course he did. Because Billy Joe's his guy.
Aye, but nobody gave a fuck about the fight until Tyson like literally started talking about it.
I think Billy Joe Saunders played it smart as well at the start of the week, saying I'm no fighting and like ring's the wrong size. Fuck you, no fighting.
Yep.
Spoke to my dad. He says as well, no, we're no fighting. Fuck you, mate. Maybe Billy Joe has cracked it. Eh?
I spent all week, Barry. Do you know that? I think that was off.
Aye.
And then I literally started watching videos like on Thursday and going, oh, aye, what's on?
Oh, aye, they're on. Ugh, I don't know, mate. I think Billy Joe will just come back for it. He's a great boxer, like, but the guy I'm not a fan of.
No,
like the Instagram,
I just can't connect with him.
Aye, well, aye, it's a tricky one, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I think he'll go and he'll get another big fight for it. I think even if he'd put on a really good performance and went to the judges, he wouldn't have got a decision anyway. You know what I mean? Like, he could have fought his fucking heart out and still...
He was losing it regardless.
Well, he did lose. This is the thing. He did lose. It's a fairly decisive win. Eh? It's a fight-ending injury. The equivalent to any other, a broken leg.
Yeah.
Like, so the fight was ended through an injury which was inflicted by Canelo. So
imagine Chris Weidman trying to continue.
So well done, Canelo Alvarez. Unlucky Billy Joe. I hope the politics of boxing doesn't make you go, well, fuck him, he's lost a fight now, so he's shite.
Shite, aye.
Do you know what I mean?